What's happening? What's happening? It is a Saturday night. It's so sexy out here. It's so beautiful. Oh my God, it's gorgeous out here. I don't have. Oh my! I just could feel what I feel right now. I mean, it is absolutely fantastic. I thought I'd take a few moments just to talk with you. Get it in. Yesterday we talked on relationships. Today we're talking about being alone. Being alone. I'm out. Came out my favorite place to Carolina's Kitchen. If you get a chance, come out here, man. I'm full. I can barely walk. Hey Susan, I had some of the shrimp Creole and some shrimp, salmon, lump crab cake. Had some potato salad and macaroni and cheese over potatoes. Had the half and half, and I ate about 6 muffins. I'm done. But listen to this, right? So more often than not, I dine alone. I do a lot of stuff by myself, a whole lot. You know why? And what you have, most people are afraid to be alone. It's one of the dangerous things in life that people think. People don't want to be alone. So here you have people that jump from relationship to relationship because they're scared to be alone. You have others that 90% of their time outside of work is on the phone, or they are, in the surroundings of somebody. And then you have those people that always want to be a part of something. Why? Simply this, because they're afraid to be alone. A lot of people are afraid to deal with the person that they see in the mirror every day. They're afraid to criticize the person and look at the person in the mirror and make adjustments to the person in the mirror. You have people that they're so fast to criticize somebody else. Why? Because they're scared to criticize themselves. Let me give it to you again. You have those people that are so fast to cast judgment on somebody else, or so fast to criticize somebody else because they're scared of themselves, because they are the biggest bully in their life. I'm trying to tell you. So I do a lot of things alone. A lot of things alone. Why? Because I want to be great at what I do. And sometimes you can be around people and they suck the energy out of you. Did you hear me? They either do two things. You have 3 types. You have those that help you create a positive energy. You have those that suffocate your energy and your potential. And you have those that suck the energy out you like a vacuum. And sometimes they don't even have to say anything but just their presence, because you already know they're coming around with their pessimistic attitude and their negative attitude and their cantankerous ways, things of that nature. And you have to get away and be by yourself. It's a beautiful thing. Because if you can be by yourself, listen to what I'm saying to you. And God is working with me and just helping me able to, get this out of my system. If you can be by yourself, you can be with anybody and around anything. Did you know that? If you can be by yourself, listen to what I'm saying to you. If you can be alone, by yourself, willingly, I'm not saying forcefully, willingly be by yourself, you can overcome anything. Because guess why? Because you are your worst critic. Did you hear me? You're your worst critic. You put yourself down. You're the one that always calls yourself stupid. You're the one that always talk negative to yourself. And if you can overcome you, your potential is great. I encourage you to go eat alone. Be by yourself, because you're really not by yourself, but allow God to just pour into you. Because oftentimes we go around people, and these people that we go around, they're really not in our corner. They really don't want to be bothered. And guess what? Or some of them, they're just like us, but don't want to confess that they're really scared of themselves. And they're just like us. And the reason that they come around us is why? Because guess what? They're scared to be by themselves too. Baby, let me tell you something. I'm going to be extremely transparent. I've probably been broke. Last I checked it, about 6 times in my life. Had hits put out on my life. Lived the street life. All of that. Lost my job. Lost a whole bunch of money. Lost a whole bunch of friends that I thought was friends. And I was left by myself on many occasions. And sometimes being by yourself, it does something to you. It makes you feel bad. Jesus got away from the crowd. He left them down at the bottom of the mountain. Went up and he was alone. Elijah, he went underneath the juniper tree and was alone. Moses, he went to the mountain and was alone. Your greatest rejuvenation, your greatest strengths, your greatest prosperity, and I'm not talking about tangible, I'm not talking about monetary items, but your greatest prosperity comes when you can be by yourself. You got to learn how to live again. You have to learn survival of the fittest. If you overcome the negative things that you say to yourself, if you overcome your past, the biggest person that keeps bringing up your past is you. Keep reminding yourself of that garbage. It's killing you. You got all of this out here waiting for you, and you want to sit there and beat yourself up? The hell is wrong with you? You're better than that. Shorty, I'm trying to tell you, I done cried a many a nights. I done died more than people have lived. And I'm here to tell you, yes, Carla, I'm here to tell you that if you're going to ever amount to something, you gotta be alone, baby. So I encourage you. That you pray, and that Lord, I need to be alone. Teach me how to be by myself so that I can overcome myself. Because sometimes, because there's a line that has to be drawn. Because sometimes you can be with yourself so much that you become so independent of relationships, of fellowship. It's a dangerous thing. You don't want to become so isolated that you become a hermit, that you become afraid, or people easily irritate you. So it has to be a spiritual thing. You have to be led spiritually. You have to be you have to be by yourself to the degree. Thank you, Susan. You have to be by yourself to be you can tolerate yourself. Because if you can tolerate yourself, I'm trying to tell you, baby, there's so much more to you that meets the eye if you would stop investing in everybody else and start investing in you. I said a piece of corn right there. I didn't get that out. If you would stop invest, take some time out for you, baby. Love you more. You keep investing your time, breaking your neck for people, loaning people money, taking them there. They need this. No, the hell with them for a minute. Take some moment for you. Love you. Because guess what? I'm trying to tell you, every time I went through, they call up, every time I went through, ain't nobody come with no handouts. I swear to God. Ain't nobody said, Richard, here's matter of fact, I'm going to try to, and I'm going to close with this. Let me tell you something. When I went through, it was strangers. Listen to this, critical. People who are not in my inner circle sent me money. I got a buddy in Atlanta, Tim Washington. He said, Cook, man, you gotta let me bless you. He sent me $100. Then Avita, then you got Hope, and then you got Curly. These people, I don't even come in contact. I don't talk to them. I don't talk to them daily. I don't get a chance to see these people all the time. But they know, and they heard my wounds. And when you go, the people that you pour into the most, that when you're going through, they know where to be found. You gotta go to another level, baby. You gotta dry your tears and say enough is enough. It's time for me to just sit back, take myself out to eat. Me and God just sit down and chill. Take myself to the movies. Take myself on long walks. And then you'll begin to listen to yourself. And when you conquer yourself, woo! Can I share something with you? Can I share something with you? Stuff is just happening to me. It's just happening. When I begin to conquer myself, when I change the way I'm thinking, the way I feel about myself, when I begin to love looking at myself in the mirror and stop looking at myself and analyzing what the hell is wrong with me. Love yourself again. Stop looking in the mirror and pointing out your deficiencies. You got too many people that can already point it out. You got too many people look at you as a deficiency. You got to stop that bullcrap. I come against it right now in the name of Jesus. Today is the day for change. Today is the day when you make up in your mind, I'm going to love me again. I'm going to love the hell out of me. Get it? I'm going to love the hell that's in me, the negativity, the pessimistic thoughts, the erroneous thoughts, the irrational thoughts, the handicapped thoughts. You gotta change the way you think. So let's go to the mountaintop, baby. You gotta say to yourself, I'm changing. I'm changing. And if don't nobody like it, they can go somewhere else. If I don't answer their call when they text me, or I don't text them back in a timely manner, they can go somewhere else. I don't have to do that. I don't have to answer none of those calls. I don't have to text you back. I'm spending some time with me. You need a ride somewhere? Well, get somebody else, because I'm getting ready to go take myself out to eat. You need some money? Get a job. Work some overtime. Love you. Let me show you something close with this. Let me close with this, baby. Look at this. You see all this? It ain't nobody around. There ain't nobody around. And sometimes you just have to enjoy the fact that nobody's around. And it's just, you have to just enjoy the beautiful sights. You see that grass right there? It's green. You see the steps. The steps are beautifully paved. You see this work of art right there? You see that? You see the rocket. You see Abraham Lincoln. You see that? You have to find the beauty in the things around you. You have to look at the beautiful things around you. Enjoy the fact that you're living. Enjoy the fact that you are wonderfully made. And when you do that, you be coming back, and people ain't gonna understand how you came back. People still are wondering how. I can't even believe I'm coming back the way I'm coming back. To be honest with you, go to school, Toastmasters, got money, all that, car, new glasses, got my little manicure, all of that. And just 2 years ago, I ain't have none of this. He can do it. Where you see when you see damaged goods, God sees a healing that's unbelievable. When you see unhealing measures, when you see somebody that's in the gutter, God looks at you and sees somebody that's all cleaned up, that he can take to the top. When you look at somebody who you feel as the worst, that can anything good come out of me? God has already said, I'm already working it out so that everybody can see the good that's in you, and including you. So it doesn't matter what you see. Look through yourself, through God's lenses, and then you'll see what he sees. Man, I love you. Father, I thank you. Let whoever heard these words, let it fall upon them and bear fruit. That if you can do it for me, you can do it for them. I'm praying for each individual here, that they will learn to be alone, so that you can make some deposits in them. Some emotional deposits, some mental deposits, some physical deposits, some psychological deposits, that you would help them to think differently. Bless them, Father, from the crown of their heads to the soles of their feet, that no weapon formed against them will ever prosper. Show them who you really are and who they really can be in life. In Jesus' name, amen. Look, your boy loves you. Man, I love you. Trust me when I say that. Love yourself too. Look at that. Every heartbeat has a purpose behind it. Holla at you, boy.